Oh. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel here at Basically Brandon. I apologize. I know I've been gone for a few days. I've not uploaded anything for a few days. I've been gone to Little Rock. I had to drive back in pouring rain all the way back to Kentucky. I just got my certification as a certified travel marketing professional through the Southeast Tourism Society. We just had our graduation this week, so that was very exciting. It's been 3 years in the making. I'm excited, but that's not why we're here today. If you are in the travel industry, I do suggest that you check out the Southeast Tourism Society. They're a great organization. But again, that's not why we're here today. We are going to do some more crafts. Everything that we're going to do today, you can get the items at Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. Everything's really inexpensive. You know, we don't like to do crafts unless we can do it inexpensively. So everything's probably like under $10, and we'll kind of jump into what all you need to do it with in the next scene. So see you in a second. So for this first project, what you're going to need is a glass trivet from the Dollar Tree, popsicle sticks from the Dollar Tree, and then I got this contact paper, this marble contact paper from Walmart. It's about $5, but you get 15 feet, so it's less than $1 per foot. And then folk art metallic gold paint. To begin, we're just going to take this glass trivet right out of the packaging and go ahead and just start taking off those little plastic things that elevated off the ground by about like ½ an inch. Just take them completely off. So for this next part, you're just going to take the glass trivet and you're going to measure out how much of the contact paper you're actually going to need. I left about an inch on every side where we take those plastic pieces off. You can fold it right over, kind of like a present. And so once you get it cut out, you're just going to go ahead and take the paper off the back of the contact paper and fold it over onto the glass and smooth it out. You don't want any bubbles. Go ahead and take those plastic pieces and hot glue them right back onto this tray. I liked mine to look elevated. You don't have to do it. I chose to do it because I like the elevated look. This next part may be a little bit hard to explain, but you're going to take 4 popsicle sticks and you're going to hot glue them together. Once you have them hot glued together, you're going to take a saw. A saw would be so much better than what I had. I could not find my saw, so just one of those little hand saws from the Dollar Tree would work great, but I used an X-Acto knife because I could not find my saw. With that being said, you're just going to score these popsicle sticks, and you're going to you can see that I pressed really hard and had to keep chopping away at it to get it, but you're going to create 4 little notches that one long plank will set on to create handles for this tray. After you have handles, you're just going to paint them with that metallic gold paint to make them look like gold handles. Once your handles are dry, then you're going to go ahead and hot glue those onto the tray however you want. I chose to put mine on the sides just because I thought it looked really cool like a tray. Once that hot glue is dry, you are completely done, and this little tray, even though it's made from popsicle sticks and glass, in contact paper. It looks high-end. It looks so cool. I've got it setting with these little twinkle lights. It's such a cool little feature, a little decorative piece. Now for this next project, you're going to want to get this love sign that kind of looks like pallet wood, but we're going to make it look even more like pallet wood. Some sprigs from the Dollar Tree, and then I got this little farmer's market stake thing from the Dollar General for $1, but we're going to take the handle off of it. And then I use Waverly white chalk paint and truffle Waverly chalk paint as well. The first thing that you're going to have to do is get that glitter off that sign, so just take some sandpaper and just start scoring it away, because we want rid of all that glitter as much as possible. Next, just take a Dollar Tree ruler, and you're going to take an X-Acto knife, and you're going to cut kind of along the lines of where the pallet looks like it is on the wood. We're actually going to create some marks in this pallet wood to make it look like it's more separated. Now, when you are making these cuts in this wood, please be careful. I did nick my finger a little bit. I don't want you to get hurt, but I just cut a little bit of skin off, no blood. It was all good. Once you've used that X-Acto knife to make the slats into this pallet wood, you're going to take the Waverly white chalk paint, and you're just going to paint this entire thing white. You're going to have to do a couple coats because that red does show through a little bit. But yeah, you'll just have to do a few coats. Now, taking the same brush that you used with the white paint, pour a little bit of the truffle paint out and just start mixing it into that white paint to kind of give it a little bit of a wood texture to it, wood grain. It starts to look really good. Just trust me on it. Just keep spreading it around. Now, once your sign is dry, you're going to figure out where you want to put your farmer's market. As you can see, I went ahead and took that handle off the farmer's market. It came off real easy. Then you're going to figure out where you want to put it, as well as where you want the green pig to go at underneath the cow. Now, I did go back and score this a little bit again once the paint was dry, so that way the lines were a little bit more evident. And then I also took a Sharpie and just kind of lightly went over those scores, so that way it kind of brought that texture out even a little bit more. So once you have it figured out where you want it, go ahead and hot glue your pick pieces down. And then you're going to hot glue the cow down over it, and you'll just see that in the next couple scenes. And once you do that, you're done. This little farmer's market cow, I think, is so adorable. It only ends up being about $3 to do this if you can find the materials at your local Dollar Tree and at your Dollar General. But I absolutely love it. It's going to probably go up in our kitchen. For our last and final project, you're going to need one more of these love signs that's on the pallet wood again. Dollar Tree was selling these really cool metallic Valentine's Day signs as well. This boxwood is from Walmart, but you can get boxwood from Dollar Tree. A Sharpie, and then the same chalk paint. I ended up not using the truffle paint at all, so just ignore that, but the Waverly white chalk paint. We're going to do the same thing we started with on the other project. You're just going to sand all that glitter off, and then once it's sanded off, you can go ahead and start painting your pallet sign white. your sign is drying, you're going to want to take that same brush, and as it starts to dry a little bit, take some of the paint that's kind of coagulated a little bit and just spread it out to give it a little bit more texture. So once you have the texture that you want and it's dry, you're going to go ahead and make those scores in the palette wood again to kind of give it that definition. And then, much like we took the Sharpie, you're going to take the Sharpie on this one, and you're going to just do some light lines across to kind of make it look a little bit like shiplap. It ends up looking pretty cool. So next, we're only going to use the love metallic sign here, and so you'll just take it, you're going to hot glue it, and you're going to put it wherever you want to. I decided to put mine kind of a little bit cockeyed and wrote "Love lives here," and I tried to emulate some Ray Dunn font below the love with the lives here. You'll see that here in just a second. But once you finish that, then you're just going to take your boxwood, and I cut stems off of it to create a wreath, and I just hot glue that wreath around the words. Now, once you finish with the wreath, you are completely done, and this is my Valentine's Day craft. I think it's really cute. It kind of has that farmhouse feel to it. You know, we don't really do like red, pink, and white in my household, and so like this farmhouse kind of fits a lot better in with the theme in our house. Thank you again so much for stopping by and checking out my channel. If you're enjoying the content that's being produced, please be sure to subscribe and also turn on notifications, so that way whenever new content does become available, you can follow along, get emails, just that new content is available. I don't know exactly where we're gonna go with the next video. You know, we've been doing crafts, we've been doing vlogs, we've done some entertaining things. So I'm not exactly sure what the next video will be, but we'll just get there together. So, all right. See you next time. Bye.